So yeah, welcome everybody to part 2 of this electrocute Vindicator leveling and ultimate. Gonna level 71 to 94 today, and yeah, then we could actually like make a build with this, right? Because I don't need to wait for next patch to make an actual build with this guy. Whether or not I can actually do that today, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, welcome over. Välkommen till strömmen. People are really like missing you on my Discord. It's kind of funny. Are you afraid of monkeys, by the way? Alright, so here in Ultimate we did do the like very first quest already, right? So technically this is not the first time we have entered Ultimate here in this character. I just noticed I actually have a problem with my poison rest, right? As you can see, my poison rest is only 60%, so how do I fix that? I mean, I could put this node over here, right, to gain like another 10%. But then what? I'm still like missing 10% then, right? I mean, on the other hand, also we should be honored with like these guys here, right? Devil's Crossing. Devil's Crossing has a ring augment called Slith Venom, right? Which has like 15 poison and 15 bleed rest. So like just use 2 of these and boom, you're done, right? Easy clap. Just get Blood of the Rig. And if you're an occultist, then yes, of course. Alright, let's head into the cave here. Like into the center rather. Needed a Discord break? Yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes it just gets like too addicting, right? Too many people wanting information from you. You like trying to help too many people. If you can't help but help people, then you sometimes have to like make yourself stop helping people, right? Hey Salvor, welcome my man. Ishtar of the Mind Reaper waiting room. What? Oh, because Mike died to it? I actually almost died to Mind Reaper as well, the very first time I fought him, like in Forgotten Gods. Like, Mind Reaper is not a joke, actually. Like, I've never actually died to him, but I got like close to dying to him, I think like once or twice. You got Wraithbound of Torrents, Cigarettes played yesterday. That's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. That's how he died, right? So what do we do with the points here in Ultimate, right? I mean, most of our builds are already like pretty much decked out, right? We just will have to put points into Seal and Horn of Gander, right? For damage reduction, as well as for flat absorption, right? That is at least the plan. Also, these shrines, I mean, rather these totems on Ultimate can become pretty sketchy. Especially when you have like no fuzz rest or like no freeze rest or no stun rest, right? I mean, I do have good stun rest. I have okay-ish freeze rest, not the best, but okay, should be okay, right? I don't know why these guys are not dying actually. Why are you not dying? Hello, please. I think first I'm gonna max out the Horn of Gainer actually. Maybe I should do Seal first though, not sure. You just got $2,000 from Mitch McConnell on Venmo. Wait, from the actual McConnell, like the Asmongold guy? Like the guy from Asmongold? What? And what is Venmo even? What is Venmo? I was like PayPal, but different. Right, who the fuck is Mitch McConnell? Yeah, I don't get your American politics jokes. I do maybe get some of them, but not most of them, I guess. Most of them I won't get. Nah, I've never used Venmo in my entire life. I didn't know what Venmo is until like 2 seconds ago.
Good, you're back. You followed.
I mean, do you know what Swish is, for example? I don't know.
I'll give you a good price.
Or do you know what? What's the other one called? I don't even know myself. I shouldn't like ask you guys if you know what something is when I don't know it myself. Right?
See you around.
Do you know what's free public healthcare? I mean, we Europeans do. But actually it's not, I mean, people like say it's free, it's not actually free. Like, we still pay for healthcare, it's just like affordable for everybody, and everybody has to have healthcare, right? Like everybody has to get, like, be inside of a what is that, like like basically everybody has to have an insurance, right? And if you're like super poor, you can get that insurance paid by the state, right? And if you're not, then you have to like pay a little bit. Like the richer you are, generally speaking, the more you pay, or also like the more like I mean, in Germany there are like some more systems, but like, so to say, like premium services, right, for healthcare, and like if you want those as well, you have to like pay more. Otherwise they won't be covered, and you would have to like pay them yourself, like entirely, if you want those like premium services, so to say, right? Loot boxes in healthcare. Yeah, kinda. I don't know. How do you like? How much do you like usually pay for it, like health insurance in the US? I have no clue. I mean, if you're like a student, right? A student in Germany can get like healthcare for probably like $50 a month. If you're like not a student and you want like premium services and you're like not within the insurance system of the state, but like within a private one, also Ivana, welcome in, man. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your prime. Welcome back, welcome back. Keep it up. I will. Welcome in, man. I mean, for example, my dad has to like pay $300, right? Because he had a higher paying job. I mean, he was like a teacher, right? Which is, in Europe at least, in most European countries, it's more like a higher paid job, not like in the US where you like don't get anything as a teacher apparently. At least as far as I know. So yeah, his health insurance is like around $300. Or 350 maybe, I don't know what's it is right now, but something like that, right? Imagine paying your teachers good money, yeah, imagine like actually paying for education, right? So that you have not stupid people, right? Anyway, let's get some stuff necklaces here. I mean, there are some like very good universities in the US, obviously, but they're like private, and Very expensive, right? Basic healthcare should be free. I mean, I do agree. But even in a country like Germany, it's actually not free. But you pay like not much. And you can like if you don't have like a job and stuff like that, you do basically get it for free. Hong Kong. Oh my god. I still can't tank inside the city, right? Like the city is still pretty much useless right now, right? I mean, you pay it through tax. I mean, in Germany? I mean, you pay it through tax and you pay stuff on top of it. You don't pay it only through tax. But yeah, you partially pay it through tax as well, of course. And you do partially pay it for other people as well through tax. Which, I mean, generally speaking, should be fine. If it's free, you can't possibly refund it. Nothing should be free. I mean, technically, nothing is free. Because, stuff that's actually, that's like literally free is gonna have like bad quality. But you do pay through it, like you do pay for it like through tax. And like some stuff like additionally on top. But like having it paid through tax and then like making it free for everybody is basically the way to go, right? In my opinion, at least. Like some people just aren't in the situation that they can pay taxes. Like people who can't pay taxes shouldn't be like excluded from healthcare. Like what about a child, right? Like would you be like, yeah, you're not paying like you tell a 5-year-old you're not paying any taxes, so you don't get healthcare? Like the fuck? That's not how that's gonna work, right? Just put the 5-year-old in prison, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Mother-in-law pays around $500 per month for a Medicare supplement that removes any other out-of-pocket costs. You pay $80 in 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, and the employer pays another $120 every 2 weeks. It's like, oh my god, I'm dying. So it's like $160 per month for you, and like $240 for the employer. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yo, Arcane, welcome. And just take vitamin D pills actually, or like get a if you like have depression because of like low vitamin D, especially like in winter, right? You can either take like vitamin D like supplements, like supplemental food, right? Or you could I don't know, they're like these daylight lamps, right? You could also like try maybe. There's a window behind my PC. Or, I mean, if you're getting enough sunlight, then that's good. Going outside, Monkas. Imagine going outside in 2K20, or in 2K21 actually, maybe as well, I don't know. We're gonna be able to go outside this year? I guess in summer we'll go around, but like before summer, I don't know. I mean, you can always like go outside, like I literally just was outside today, but you know what I mean. Beautiful Japanese maple tree lives. Wait, what is a Japanese maple tree?
Oh, hello.
I guess like a maple tree from Japan, but I didn't know that actually Japanese maple trees are like different from. I mean, they are probably different, but I didn't know they are. They have like special maple trees in Japan. I mean, there's no actual substitute for like just walking in the sun, that's true. It's still like a different feeling. But when it comes to like only vitamin D, right? Just that. Like sunlight is not only good for vitamin D, right? You can also like get just be happy, right? Like just get happy from like walking in the sun, for example. Stuff like that, right? Endorphins, right? And stuff like that. Just be happy. What is a katana? I mean, it's not any Japanese sword. There are also like Japanese swords that are not katanas. Like, it could be a nodachi, for example, as well. Right? Like, that's not the same thing. You can also get skin cancer, too, of course. I didn't get the reference, I probably didn't know. Do I need to get the shrine? I don't, but it's cheap, so why not? It's only 3 dynamite, basically. BTD6. Got a crazy coverage on Twitch and player base out of zero fucking reason. Wait, what is BTD6? I don't know anything about the world or games, like, please explain. Wait, Bloom tower defense? Wait, do you actually like put Agden blooms to kill like stuff or what? Agden bloom tower defense, nice. Agden bloom tower defense, nice. Is that just like a tower defense game? Wait, how's that like something special in 2021? Like, I thought tower defense games like died in 2014 or something like that. Plants vs Zombies, new DLC. Agden Blooms vs Wendigos. Pretty much right. Honk honk. $60K viewers streaming a tower defense game? Wait, are they like sponsored or like are they big because they're playing that game, or are they big because they were like big anyway? Like some of the what are they called, like variety streamers from it, they might just get those numbers with like any game, right? I mean, 60K is still insane though. Like, that's always insane. It's like Cyberpunk level of insane, kind of, and like, I don't know. Cyberpunk was certainly like way more hype than Agden Bloom Tower Defense 6, right?
Well, I'll be.
Hey Ninja, welcome on, welcome on. Up for a doctor. I mean, if you need like an urgent operation, we could always do some doctoring, right? I don't want any build to like die out there because he didn't get his healthcare like in time, right? Cyber skunk. Cyber junk, yeah. Kind of disappointing, right? A small disappointment, that Cyberpunk game. Very small, tiny disappointment, right? Oh yeah, we did discuss already, right? Yeah, let's just max out the horn. Obamacare more like Rectos del Protoscare. Nice. Your revolver, welcome in, welcome in. And thank you for being here as well. Alright, we gotta get 6 of these, actually no, 3, not 6, what am I saying? 3 of these fabrics, right? What if he doesn't pay taxes? I mean, if he doesn't pay taxes... I mean, we're not in America, right? So, like, he can still get healthcare even if he doesn't pay taxes, right? And, but, like, somebody else will have to, like, pay taxes for him, right? That's how, that's how, like, a society works, right? Like, sometimes other people just have to, like, stand up for you, right? That's what a society is for, after all. But I mean, yeah, he does have, he can pay taxes himself, so that's good. Looting so fast. You can enable... No, I'm not using any mods for looting, actually. You can just enable, what is it called? Auto-loot materials, right? Over here, this button here. You just click this to auto-loot like all your materials. And then you can bind pickup, right? Pickup to a like key of your choosing. And then you can just like press that key and your character is gonna like pick up what's next to you without you having to like hover over the item, right? So that's how it works. And yeah, welcome in, Mr. Fizzle-Ups. Fizzle PS. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome into the Grim Dawn, taken. Oh my god. I watched chat. YouTubers are very good because there's a choice of languages. Wait, is there a choice of languages on my YouTube videos? I had no idea. I just almost died, right? That's why I have this cluster running. Because I was watching chat, so let's hope we're not gonna actually die on this playthrough here. Right, Vindicator is kinda squished, right? We have 8% prisoners, we don't have a maxed out seal yet. Yeah, it's pretty squishy. Get Aura of Stenger. Why though? More damage and less damage. I guess I should get it, right? I don't know, I kinda don't wanna get it on this build though, but I might have to get it, I don't know. Oh, Grubnar. This guy is insane. Like, I mean, oh my god, and the freeze. Yep, that shotgun can like kill you actually. Also my bat kinda like doesn't heal me anymore, right? Because I don't have the conversion anymore now. I mean, I never had it, but on lower difficulties it didn't really matter that much that I didn't have it. Now it kinda starts to matter. It's not good, that's not good. RR is optional, especially on elemental builds. Yeah. Kappa. I mean, I should get it right, at least for leveling. I don't know. Yo, Dargon Workman, man. Thanks for stepping by at least. Oh no, people would never get the wrong idea about you, right? Never. Ever. I don't know how could, like, people could ever get the wrong idea about you. You did some math and it ends up that the 12,228 base physical damage is actually 70k physical damage from the boxes. From the like name me boxes. That still seems like a lot, yeah. I don't think it's... I don't know, 70k seems like way too much though. Is that actually correct? I don't know. It's like weird. Sick damage on the boxes or on this build? I don't know, this build doesn't really have sick damage right now, I think. It's kinda... It's okay, but... could be better. It's okay. You have suicidal to the box, and how much damage did it deal? The great ever answer where there are no MI boots or gloves. I just think that they want to have like some slots that like don't have a mouse, right? So that craftable options can be like even more interesting, right? I don't think like every slot needs to have a mouse, right? Like I don't miss them. I think it's fine to have like some gear slots without like monster frequency, right? I mean, he's talking about like green monster frequency, right? But like monster frequency with affixes on top. At least. I mean, technically, things like Krieg or What did he say again? Dark ones? Yeah. Are MIs, but they aren't like green MIs. They can also like roll additional suffixes on top, or like add like suff and prefixes, right? Created sponsored by Stoneplate Greaves. Pretty much. Oh my god, please. Stop it, you guys. What the fuck? I definitely need to like max out my seal before we do anything else, right? I mean, we can also like max this out first and then max out the seal now. Okay. I wouldn't have to max out the horn if I just use Aura of Sender, right? It would be more efficient, I guess, right now at least. And also pro like all the time. I don't know.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent.
So what, Lokar? No. Why would you do that? Why would you ever swap out Lokar set before level 94? Come on, Rappar, come on. You know me. I mean, you can do that, of course, like it's most of the time the less reppy choice. But you know me, right? I'm always leveling to 94 with Lokar, so... We're gonna do it here as well. Either we make it or we die trying, right? When you get tier 3 purples. What do I mean by tier 3 purples? You mean like tier 1 purples? Ah, those, okay. Yeah, the thing is, I don't save them. I just blow them up. That's why I don't have them. I don't save them. I only save like level 82 and above stuff. So I don't even have the gear. Because I don't want to like gear swap that much. I don't know. I mean, you could like save the non-mythical legendaries, of course, to like use instead of lower set while leveling. That's true. You could do that. You could. It's not bad at all. hardest hit is 60k from D-boxes. Wait, if your hardest hit is like 60k, then his 70k calculation for like the raw damage before your defenses wouldn't be like that far off from it. Yeah, I mean, you're completely right, like, it would make speed leveling less stressful. But it also would make it less fun to watch for you guys, right? Because when I'm trying Locar all the way to 94, there is always like a high chance of me dying. And you also watch me because you wanna see me die, right? I mean, not everybody maybe, but some people do. So, I don't know. That's fine. Let's go back to crossing actually and hand in all the quests. Nice link, by the way. You watch me for the rare but also beautiful. What? How? What? How? Let's max out the Seerent. Let's work on that.
Good work. There have been
And also let's get the other pair of pants, right? Need to change pants there before Krieg. $77. Where's the empowered leg pistol color? There it is. Do I need to like change anything else? Probably don't have to. Actually, why do I still have these with me here? I still also like have level 32 gloves, like what the fuck am I doing? They gave me what? Pierce Rest, Elemental Rest, and Acid Rest, right? Do I have like any lightning gloves actually? I have Eastern like Eastern gloves. Eastern, eh? I mean, I could use Eastern and then put like the actually these are more armor now. 50% armor, right? It's kinda weird. I probably should actually max out the Seerent. Like pull some points from bots. Yeah, okay.
I sense turmoil within you. Let me clear your mind of regrets. Farewell.
I don't like using custom box. It's fun. I do like it. I think it's fun. I mean, just like a point and click skill. It's nothing like too fancy. Like, you just like point it at the enemy, right, like this, and there it is, right? It's fine. It's not like, yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, it's not like an amazingly fun skill or anything. It's just like. Just a skill, right? Let me give you a grimtools link here real quick. For level 77. 3 Warden Krieg. Grimtools link here. Okay. Good first R100 with the Stork. I fixed. Wait, really? Nice. Congrats, man. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. 60k crit was from SR. Alright, I see. Congrats a little. Yeah, I mean, if you have a video of that, feel free to like put it on YouTube, and I can give like I could like link that video under, I don't know, maybe some guide of mine and say like Zulul reaches R100 with like this iteration of the build or something like that. Wait, which setup did you play? Like, what did you play for weapons? Like, did you play the Flame Splitter, or did you try the CDR offhand? Got me? What do you mean I got you? Now we can actually like stand inside the sea, right? Because the sea is like maxed out and defensively enough, probably. SR100 normal? Wait, was it actually on normal? Would have been hilarious. Like, imagine investing the time to reach his R100 on normal, right? Will this be able to go against Celestials? You mean this Vindicator right here? I don't know. It's like kind of too early to tell. I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, you can certainly like kite Celestials on a build like this, right? If you just play, for example, like Lights Defender or the Gigant setup, right, in the end game, and you just like kite, like put down totems and like just walk around and like don't get hit, right? Just kite them around forever, basically. And then the seal would be kind of useless, I guess, but I mean, yeah, you probably can like get all the Celestials like this. Just like run around in circles, like put down totems, like run around in circles, right? It's probably possible. Yo, still Stan, how are you, man? Welcome, welcome. Stan the man is here. Stan the mod maker of the Grim Dawn League mods is here. I actually didn't have time to check your latest iteration of your Season 2 mod so far. Maybe tomorrow. Harder is Reaper than Shattered Sentinel than Iron Maiden. What about Shattered Ernasteria? Isn't she like super hard as well? NSR? Yo, the blue GM, welcome on, welcome on. Just finished main campaign using your Force Wave Soldier build. Nice, nice. Congrats. What should I do next to get to Elite? You can just kind of like continue playing this. I mean, you have to, for higher difficulties, you don't really have to like do that much, you just have to fix the resistances, right? You will lose another 25% to the upper row, going from normal to elite, so you will like lose 25% fire rust, cold rust, lightning rust, poison rust, and pierce rust. As long as you have enough resistances to like not drop below 80%, or like not far below 80%. When going from normal to elite, you should be fine. Like just continue on elite.
Finished. The Warden's defeat is a great victory.
If you struggle with resistances, you maybe should farm some reputation, right, with these factions to get your reputations up to at least honored, right? And like once you're honored by the red as well, to like gain more reputation. Because the factions can sell you augments, and you can put augments on every single gear slot on top of your components, so like every single weapon, item, whatever, right, can have a component and an augment on top. And many of these augments have like resistances. For example, I'm using 2 Slith Venom right now for poison and bleed resistance to fix out my, I mean mostly poison resistance on this character. To like hit 80% on all the resistances. I mean, you don't have to like have 80% stun rust. It's good to have it, but you don't need it. Everything else should be at around 80% or like close to 80% at least in elite. And like once you start in ultimate, the game is basically balanced around you having 80% resistances. So if you have less than 80%, you're basically gonna die in ultimate, unless you play like a god, right? Also Dynamite71, thanks for the follow, welcome, welcome on. How many hours do I have in Grim Dawn? I have, let me check, right now I have 3,884.8. Okay, that's not even 4K, right? Not even 4K, what a pleb. Looking at downloading Grim Dawn today. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a good game if you enjoy ARPGs, especially a little bit slower paced ones, such as Titan Quest or Diablo 2. Then this game should be for you, right? You're gonna enjoy this game a lot. And you can like continue basically playing Force Wave all the way to level 90, like all the way to 100, honestly. Like Force Wave is a skill you can take all the way to 100. Oh yeah, you can also like check out the like, beginner companion from Ulvar. Yeah, Ulvar has a very good write-up. Like a compendium rather, of like all the builds. Like all the beginner builds. I do have like some videos as well, but I should like work on making threads for my beginner setups as well, actually, probably. So that like people can put them into their compendiums as well. That's something that's like work in progress for me, or like that I have on my list, but I just didn't find the time to do so far. Yeah, you can do like solo Force Wave Soldier all the way to 100, like you don't even need a second class. I mean, a second class is better than not picking a second class, but if you don't feel like you need a second class, like you can go like solo Soldier as well. From Dawn community is like better home. You mean like shiny on the outside and cannibalistic on the inside or what? What do you mean by that? What is the least amount of armor a build should have? I mean, generally speaking, that's kind of hard to answer because armor is one of, but not the only defensive mechanic in this game, right? So some builds would have high armor, but maybe like low physical resistance, but they still are fine. Other builds would have low armor, but make up with high physical resistance. Or you could also like make up with flat absorption, such as like flat absorption from the Inquisitor Seal, to make up for having low armor. So, I mean, if you do want to have a build that has also like decentish armor, I would say like around 2000 for endgame. At least 2000 should be like a good spot to be in. But that's also like not a armor stacking tanky character, right? It's like a character that has some armor on the side. That's like all around, like balance has maybe some armor, some flat absorb, some physical resistance, right? A build like this should have around like 2k armor. Some builds need more to be like really tanky. Some builds can get more easily. Some builds can't even get 2k, but it's still fine because you have other means of defenses that you can like use instead, right? Like maybe you're playing like a class that has higher absorb skills, right? Like double absorb from like both masteries maybe. Absorb devotions on top, or like very high physical resistance, right? Double physical resistance from masteries, maybe like a deceiver. And then you don't even need like any armor, right? You can basically run around with a 0 armor and you don't even care about that too much. But I mean, on those like 0 armor builds, you probably still should have like at least, I don't know, 1.5k armor. Looks good on the outside, not so nice on the inside. Yo, Micmac and Son of Fraga, welcome on guys, by the way. Welcome on. The community in Grim Dawn is like on streams, the forum was so good. Everyone is so helpful. And it always like depends on like what you compare it to. Like I came, for example, from like League of Legends community, and I mean League of Legends is like toxic as fuck. So yeah, Grim Dawn is like super friendly compared to like League of Legends. But I mean, some people can still be like kind of toxic even in Grim Dawn. Like some people also got banned recently that were pretty toxic, right? I don't want to face tank this guy actually. Like buffers are scary. Even with like maxed out seal, he can still like hurt a lot actually. I mean, the seal helps against his dot, like his internal trauma, but he can still like hit me for like half my HP right now with like my low armor and like low physicalness. Yeah, like round about 1.7 to 1.8k is like what you usually get to without even trying at all, and as I said, like on many of those builds you can like get 1.9k, 2k as well easily. But yeah, then also like you won't like invest into armor right at all. If you're like not investing into armor, you should like get 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 up to like 2k without like even trying, right? True. Damage absorption is the best defensive stat. I mean, it's the I don't know. It's like hard to say, right? Like damage absorption is the best defensive stat against, or like rather it depends, right? Like do you mean flat damage absorption or do you mean percent damage absorption, right? Percent damage absorption is like good against big hits, like big single hits. Kind of the same way how like resistances like goes against like big single hits, or also like how physical resistance is good against like big single physical attacks, whereas flat absorption is basically the same thing as armor, but like against all values, right? Like against all damage. So flat absorption is like very good against dot. It's very good against like a group of enemies hitting you at the same time. So it kind of like depends, honestly. Like some things are good against some things and other things are good against other things. It's kinda hard to like say this or that is like the best, like the definitive best single stat in the game. I would say flat damage, like damage absorption is a very good stat, and like generally speaking it's better than armor. Yes, that's true. But I mean, if you have like 15k armor, then armor is pretty good as well, right? Or like if you have, I don't know, more than 5k armor at least, then that's like really good as well. So I don't know, it kind of depends, right? It kind of does depend on like which class you're playing, which build you're playing. What about OA and DA? I usually aim for 2.8k OA and DA for endgame. But you can get away with like less for main campaign stuff, right? And you can also get away with less DA on some builds, even for endgame. Because there's some builds that don't really care too much about getting crit. But that's like for very specific builds. Like generally speaking, I would say 2.8k away in DA is like the bare minimum. If you get more, then that's good, right? The more you have, the better it becomes, basically. And against some of these super bosses, like not be crit by, for example, Ravager, I think you need around like 3k or like close to 3k, right? Percent damage absorption. Yeah, I mean, percent damage absorption is the best, that's true. You could say like percent damage absorption is the best stat in the game, but it's like very rare to get more than like 35% effectively, right? Like a Warlock, for example, can get Maven Sphere Protection and Possession, right? Which is what, like maybe 25% from Mavens? Wait, how much can you get here from Mavens and Possession? If you like max out both of them. It's like 25 from Mavens, I think. Or something like that. Actually like 30%, right? If you actually max it out. That's 30% here. And then you have Possession. So this would be like 20% and 30%. However, these wouldn't be additive, they're like multiplicative. So it's not like you take 50% less damage, it's actually you take like 0.7 times 0.8, so you like still take 56% damage and that's 50% damage. But I mean, that's still like 44% damage absorption, which is still pretty good. Like that's still very good, right? Like take 44% less damage from like all sources, right, across the game. That's pretty good. But it's kind of hard to like get the points that high. I kind of want to stand inside my steel, but I also kind of don't want to get hit by that. Like the poison shotgun of this boss can be actually quite sketchy. I've seen people die to that, including myself actually once. What about doctoring your build? I mean, if you link it, we can do it, sure. If you link it, if you have enough brooms to pay the taxes, right? Ah, we skip this one, right? We skip this one. Speaking of high percent damage absorption. Your last day of being subbed? I mean, just sub again, right? 4 more hours of doctoring, residential sleeper. Was it like 4 hours? The last time we checked this out, like checked other builds. And you can link your build as well. GG, then we just check out some builds now. It's fine.
Yes, of course. There you are. Nearly a century ago.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this quest actually.
Take a look, shall we?
I do wanna get rid of some of these items though. Maybe not this one actually.
You, dear, we have to hit them hard.
Yo, Ground Zero, welcome on, welcome on. How you doing? Okay, we're in Kron's hideout. 10.5k HP, yeah. Yep. And you have 25% more effective HP compared to before because you have the Horn of Gandalf around. Basically. You ask for a doctor in my YouTube video. Wait, that's not how it works. If you can't ask for a doctoring in YouTube videos, what the fuck? Are you? I mean, actually, did I check? I don't even know. I'm still here to pay taxes. I appreciate you taxing yourself though. I don't wanna stand inside it though. It's kinda monka. Monka ass. So it's even, I mean, it's a debuff, right? Like, I don't understand like how people, I mean, I know you know how it works, but I don't even understand why you would have to stress that debuffs like come before armor. Like, it's a debuff. Like, of course it always, like, all debuffs come before player stats. Like, I mean, that should be obvious, to be honest. Bat, greater rat, easy, XD. Yes, but how do you fit that? Like, it's one more infinite, like one more node, right? Did I miss out on like a chaos? Like, there's no node to like pull here from Dying God, for example, to like fit Twin Fangs instead of Rat, right? Like Rat, like this needs one more node. Like, there's literally only like one reason to ever take Rat over Bat, and it's like in a situation like this, right? Kind of where you like don't have the amount of, like, you have one devotion point too little, right? Basically. Couple close. Yeah, couple close. I'm gonna check it out at the end of the stream if I still have time, okay? Like, I wanted to also farm some blooms today. I guess we're not doing that anymore. Oh well. Oh my god, dude, like, chill out. What the heck? They had like some brutal yellow items or whatnot. They had like white items, are you kidding me? Dude, Vindicator is so squishy. At least with local subs. Like, not all classes are this squishy with with like local set actually. What do the blooms do? What? I mean, I need them for like my builds run. For components. This guy almost like died already like 3 times, right? It's kind of crazy. I mean, it died because I got hit, right? Like, if you play totems, you don't have to like actually get hit. Like, just run around and like not get hit. Twitch blooms, you mean? No, they're just a meme. I mean, they're channel points, right? Like, channel points that actually do something. They're more like... They're like supposed to reward people, like loyal watchers, basically, right? Like, support loyal viewers, right? That's basically what they're good for, right? It's like a view to win kind of thing, except that you don't win anything except for what you can do with your channel points, such as like making me doctor your build, or... And I guess you do get VIP at some point, right? Maybe I should like start doing some of these like community challenges like people like Malagant have been doing, right? Like where you can actually like dumpster your blooms as well. You can like throw all your blooms to the bloom dumpster, right? Classes to 100. Community challenge. And that's like a good idea for that, I guess, yeah. It's actually a decent idea. Actually, I could also like put this at 10 points, right? What am I doing here? Out of the wild to 10 points, I think it's... Yeah, it's like time to like get HP, right? Like my remaining levels, I will only put points into Vigor and Heart of the Wild, right? Like those two are gonna be like very important, yeah. Zero DPS. I mean it's fine. Like the totems do have like a ramp up time. Like they start out at 0, and the more totems you like put down, the higher the DPS will become, right? But yeah, I've certainly played builds with like more DPS while speed leveling. That's like somewhere in the middle, I would say. And like ramp up time, such as like from totems, does slow down speed leveling like even more. Like usually you don't want to like speed level with abilities that have such a like ramp up time, right? Like totems. Chaos Shadow Strike for an Asteria farmer. Why would you need a build to like farm an Asteria, right? Like just get it, right? Just get it. I mean any Nightblade would do, right? I don't think the damage type matters that much. She's not like a super hard boss. Like in SR she's pretty hard, but like in the main campaign where you actually like farm her to get the hood, I don't think she's that hard, right? Like any Nightblade is fine. You just need to like overcap your Aether resistance against her, right? By quite a bit though. And then you're fine. I mean something like a Mage Hunter has like double Aether rest from like masteries, right? But I mean, you don't have to like play a Mage Hunter who's kind of like a... Mage Hunter is a good class, but it's like a caster class without like any mobility skills, so it's kind of a slower class overall, I would say. So like a Spellbreaker or Infiltrator should be like really good, right? Not like combining Nightblade with one of the two classes that give you Aether rest for free, for example. How many blues do we need for mod? 69, 69, 69. Maybe. Maybe. What about Blade Master? Yeah, I mean, works fine. Sure, why not? Blaze Master Dervish, yeah. Also like two very quick like quick farmer classes for sure. Even Warlord, but I mean Warlord is not a Nightblade, so it should be slower than Blade Master or Dervish. Basically, for like killing an Asteria, you want like you want to be an Nightblade. I guess Spellbreaker. Right. Yeah, this is to Thorn Instant Arrows. Yeah, like a Spellbreaker with the racial damage to humans, right? And then you have a Arcanist with like racial damage to Ethereals, right? And if I'm not mistaken, an Asteria counts as at least human, maybe even Eldritch on top. I mean, Ethereal on top, right? No idea. This song, it's 88 mph disco. The fuck? Please pick up my stuff, thank you. Where do we go here? Wrong way. Make 100k points force me to finally change playlist. I should just like make a music channel on Discord, right? So that you guys can like put like DMCA free music there as well that you want to listen to on stream, right? Yeah, like both the racial damages should apply actually. Like both racial damage multiplicators should work actually. What does Dr. My grimtools link channel point reward to? Like do? Like you post a grimtools link there of your build. And that's basically like what I did all the time, right? Like today. You post a like your grimtools link there, and then I will check out your build on stream and try to make it better. Local and hardcore. But let me remember your build. You had like a penalty. Wait, was it Spellbinder or it was a Mage Hunter, right? I mean, for local it should be good enough. I think. And you have Inquisitor Seal, right? And you have Last Steal on penalties, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it should probably be good enough. For local at least. Probably like good enough for local and Bourbon clones. Not good enough for the other Celestials like Ravager or Mokjogan. Maybe I don't know, maybe Mokjogan. No idea. But if you play it right, it should be good enough to kill Lokar. But Lokar can still be sometimes like a little bit sketchy. I mean, most of the time it should be easy, but sometimes you can like spawn with a massive hammer and wreck your face. Uber Lokar. I wouldn't mind. Just don't fight him on like a level 68. Like a character with level 68 armor, right? Massive hammer. I mean, yeah. drop a portal here and move outside and get the other portal outside. Ravager. Revenge souls I can't. Not sure what you mean by that. Are you talking about Ravager of Souls, like the boss, or...? Yeah, you probably can't do Ravager of Souls on that build. I'm pretty sure you can't. It's probably too weak for that. And it's not even like you making the build in like a bad way. It's more like Panetti is not being that strong. For like super bosses at least. Then has a sick Panetti. Wait, actually? Did he play the weapon damage Panetti Spellbinder? With like Temporal Arc Blade or? I mean, if you have a Spellbinder and a Temporal Arc Blade, right? You can literally play Spellbinder, Temporal Arc Blade, and you like choose any skill, right? It's still good, right? Like, you can even choose Panetti, right? It's still good. Oh my god, don't port it like that. I need to like be really careful about like porting to trash like that, right? It's not a good idea. As long as I don't have a seal up, right? At least. You can't play Greater Fire Blast with Temporal Arc Blade? Wait, what? Have you tried though? Have you tried? Like, imagine killing Ravager with like Greater Fire Blast. Would be amazing, actually. Oh my god, please. I'm getting trapped. No, 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 no. Why did I click that totem? Why did I click it? Fucking low card subject. That's a squish. Oh, the boss was in here as well. Oh, whoops. That's why. Didn't even see him. Ah, you can't equip it, that's why. Oh yeah, makes sense, makes sense. He's bad one. Offhand or gun. You could do like Seed of Destruction though, right? But I mean, that's like an endgame component. So obviously you could, right?
Well, damn, now that we're...
World Eater and Seed of Destruction. That's like... like imagine getting a World Eater, right, and then you use it to play a Seed of Destruction build. Like if I haven't seen a waste of an item, that would be one, right? Yeah, like you can play Retaliation Solid Trousers, that's not even that slow, like it's actually pretty fast. It's probably like faster than 99% of builds. You got 2 World Eaters and 10 runs, wow. That's pretty lucky. Oh yeah, I remember, like, Solid Trousers Retaliation Witchblade was actually the world record holder for fastest Ravager kill for like, yeah, like 5 hours. I did. It was actually a thing, that's not even a meme, it's actually a thing. And then somebody else played like basically the same build, but like without Solid Trousers, and it was better, right? Even faster. And you dismantle Vindicator to reuse the seal. Save the blooms, right? Like, blooms are more important than Vindicator. Oh my god. Seal, please. Where's the seal? There it is. Hey, we got Mythical Golem Born. Actually pretty good pair of pants, I mean pair of boots, right? It is for like facing some Celestials. Let's go back to... Where do we go back to? To here, right? Cold Caster with Morganath stats. You can actually do a... Yeah, you can actually do that. You can do a Cold Caster Reaper. It's actually one of the fastest Crucible clearers, I think. And it's on softcore. You can also do a Vitality Caster Reaper, right, with it. Like, not Reaper, but like... you need to play Shaman, right? Like a... Ritualist body or something like that. Trickster even. Got beginner caster, no conjurer with a farmable set. I mean, you can farm the same set and play a Kabbalist or a ritualist or a defiler even, or a what's it called? Oppressor as well, right? Yeah, basically. You can play Dark One in all those classes, it's just that Salvor just mentioned. Like, Dark One is a very good set. Like, Dark One Spellbinder even? I mean, it's a Spellbinder, right? So it has to work, right? You can also... I mean, you can target farm the Vanquisher set. It's way harder to farm though, because you need to be able to kill also Gargoyle and the Ancient Grove, right? Vanquisher set is a target farmable set that you get one piece in each of the 4, like in each of the roguelike dungeons, except for Mogoth dungeon. So Bastion of Chaos, Sense of Torment, Badbury, and what's it called? Like Ancient Grove, right? There are quite some hogs here. And Vanquisher set is a Virus Might set, right? So you basically play a Templar or Shieldbreaker or Sentinel. Could even do Paladin, I guess. I mean, it's like best for Templar, right? You don't. Yeah, probably like best for Templar. Maybe Sentinel as well. Maybe even Shieldbreaker. It's like a very good beginner, like starter character, because it will basically reduce the cooldown of your Virus Might to 0, like close to 0. So you can like zoom around very fast with it. Pretty good for that. Oh yeah, you have Vitality Devastation. True. Indeed, the Ungoliath's amulet, right? It's very good. I mean, honestly, there are so many like beginner builds you can do in this game that also like don't even require sets, right? Like you can just like try to make a build around some of the monster fruit ones, like some of the green items, right? And it's probably gonna be a decent build, unless you're unlucky enough to go for the bad ones, right? Is Valinov still here? I don't know. He was here earlier, but he's not here right now, I guess. I don't know. I mean, none of these options are as good as Vitality Conjurer, I feel like. But like, Vitality Conjurer is just like, I don't know. It's like broken. Pet Conjurer is even stronger. Yeah, but Pet Conjurer is not like the best beginner build. Like, Pet Conjurer is stronger once you have gear. Like, without gear, or like, rather, getting the gear for Vitality Conjurer is like way easier. Oh my god, that trap, dude. So many of these here. Like, totems are so sketchy here in this build right now. It's actually unreal. Yeah, like Pet Conjurer is like stronger with like best in slot gear and everything. But I mean, Vitality Conjurer can just like face Think Katagata with like best in slot gear as well. Like, that's insane as well. I mean, Pet Conjurer can like go deeper in SR than Vitality, I guess. Well, I don't know. Actually, also I think Vitality Conjurer is faster in Crucible than Pets. Or like to kill bosses in the main campaign and to like go deep into SR, Pets should be better. However, it is more gear dependent, right? It's not trap rest, it's like 0, right? 41%. It's not 80%, I guess. So using a level 20 offhand and a level 40 dagger. Alright. Yeah, a good combo is like get some MIs, get some faction items, add Fat and Mask, and yeah, you're basically done, right? And like know how to build your character, right? And like know which skills actually work well. Without like crazy support, right? Get Aether do with Reaper yesterday. Nice. That's pretty good. I mean, Infiltrator is always gonna be tankier than Reaper, right? Probably. Like Reaper is just... It's a fun but very squishy class. I mean, depends like what your goal is. Right. The tart. Like to play through the campaign, you don't need like a single legendary item. To play through the campaign on Ultimate, you don't need like a single legendary item. You need legendaries to play through the campaign easier. You need legendary items to like get deeper into the endgame modes, Shadow Realm or like Crucible, right? Like do those endgame modes easy. Oh my god, fuck me. I'm like using 69 classes on this guy for leveling. I don't even care. Getting hit by so much bullshit. And Vindicator has like no heal button, right? So it's kinda... yeah. Whenever the potion is down, I feel so vulnerable actually. I mean, don't get hit, right? That's how you play this. But if you get hit, here's a pot or a cluster, I guess. Like the only reason why you need legendaries or like certain sets is for like number one to increase your damage, right? So like make your build like rather like make your build tankier and more damage of course, but like you don't need all of that for like the main campaign. It's just about like speeding up your character, right? Making you able to basically make your character easier to play because it's gonna be able to face tank more stuff than before. Make it have more damage so that you can like clear bosses and content faster to like farm stuff. And what else? Yeah, like some super bosses you probably can't do with faction gear, like you need actually good gear for that. And also some like skill combinations are like not playable, like not properly playable without legendary gear, right? Like some skills or like some iterations of skills at least are basically garbage unless you have gear that like supports it properly, and most of that is gonna be like gonna come from legendary gear.
I came upon.
So in a way to like enhance your like straightforward build, you don't really need sets or like legendary items unless you wanna like squeeze out the maximum out of it. Or you just like play weird stuff with the sets, right? Yeah, like conversion is like the main reason for legendaries. But also like conversion exists on so many monster treatments as well, like so many green like monster treatments that you can farm. So is, for example, the Ungoliax's meta that you guys mentioned earlier for like Vitality Spellbinder, right? Like, you just kill a spider in like a certain cave and you can play Vitality Devastation, right? Like, it's very easy to get it actually. Yeah, most of the like low-level legendary items are most of the time trash in a way. I mean, depends though. Like, some can be good for your build, but when you're like playing a random beginner build, right? Like the loot, like the pool of legendaries is so big, the chance of you like getting a certain legendary item that actually like suits your build is pretty low. So most of the legendaries that you get are gonna be bad for your build, and because of that, it's like way safer to like play around guaranteed drops such as the like green monster frequency, right? Then you just have to like farm a certain monster and then you're like fine, right? Like either a boss or like a monster type, you're gonna be like totally fine, right? And you don't have to care about like RNG and stuff like that. Like, if you get a matching legendary for your build, congrats, right? But if you don't, doesn't matter too much. For endgame, however, it's gonna matter a little bit more, right? But I mean, by endgame, I mean not campaign-related stuff, right? I mean, some of the like campaign content, like Act 6 and 7 especially, like the second part of Act 7, right? Everything after... Basically everything after Vanguard of the 3, like after this in Ultimate, and also after Barrelholm, right, in Ultimate, is... It's not that easy, so I can see people who are beginners to this game die there if they like have not optimized gear because they don't exactly know how to fight the bosses there and stuff like that, right? So, I mean, with experience you wouldn't need the gear, but also without the experience you probably need some more gear. I don't know. Depends, right? Like, depends on the individual player, I would say. But then again, if you're like playing this game for the first time, you probably play softcore, and then like dying every now and then like doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, the Fiend Flash agrees are, I don't know, 10k absorption on like for any damage type. Usable for like any pet build, I don't know. It's... But why the fuck did they spawn over here? Hello? Stop it. That's like pretty strong, right? Hobby shop? Oh, you mean like a games workshop? Kind of thing? Card gaming meetingplace. Yeah, we had one in my city where I grew up. We had one called Move-In. That place died like basically with the I don't know, when like mobile gaming, I mean not mobile, but like online gaming became like a big thing. The shop basically died out somewhere around like, I don't know, 2005-ish. Like basically when World of Warcraft became a thing, kind of started dying. Don't play any cards games?
Well met.
Wait, don't you play What? Don't you play, what's it called? Shadowverse? And Chris Duck, welcome on, thanks for the follow. Would be fun to watch. I mean, I used to be like legend in Hearthstone. Like, basically every season back to back when I was, like, played it a lot, but I don't know. Hearthstone became kinda trash, so I stopped playing at some point. You never played ranked in Shadowverse? Should we do Hidden Path as well, actually? I mean, not Hidden Path, but Jagged Waste. Probably we should not. So we're gonna leave a portal there, get the port in Homestead first, and then like go back here, right? I kinda feel like I need more constancy, like putting down all these totems. It's so slow at the at the beginning, right? I need to like put down totems, wind devils, seal, horn to like not die. I guess Order of Senja would have been like just way better. I don't know. I mean, it is way better, like right now it's way better for sure. For both your fingers, your damage, and probably even your survivability right now, because like casting Horn on top. And once you've like cast it once, it's okay, but I don't know. If like an enemy hits you before getting debuffed by the horns, someone cast it. We passed the grimtools stuff. Phase, yeah, finally. We're actually playing the game now. Imagine playing the game. Alright, let's go back to my port here. Horns debuff only travels with the speed of sound, right? I guess it does. But then again, the sound of... I mean, the speed of sound is still, like, pretty quick, right? Quick enough at least for the range it has. The build actually requires quite the attention to like not die right now. Which is unfortunate, because I would like to read chat more, but what are you guys talking about? About game workshop stuff, I guess. You're not interested in gaming in general, yet you've played so many games and you're watching games. What? Played so many games? You played more games than my girlfriend did, for example. What? How? Like 15 games in general. Wait, what? Ow. Indeed. Wait, 15 games only? Did you count like all the porn games you played as well? And I know you played Gothic, I know you played Titan Quest, and I know you played Quadruple Poison Glance. Okay, okay, good. And I know you played from Dawn, right? That's like 3 games at least. Alright, that's 3 is less than 15 obviously, so about 12 more pawn games. My girlfriend played with you. She did play Grim Dawn, for example, yes. Oh my god. Okay. No. I didn't want to put all the others as well. Oh shit. Okay. You can like die so easily here. Not even kidding. Like Mogara 1-on-1 is okay. Like already like scary enough rather. Oh my god, but like you have these other Death Stalkers on top, or like Waste Stalkers on top. Like, get me out of here. Oh my god, okay, clusters. What is this? She's insane, like, come on. Actually, Vindicator does have a heal, right? I lied earlier, right? Like, Mogara is just Monka Omega, like... Get due to Dawn. Oof. Cluster Gamer. I mean, of course. What can I do here? I used like 5 classes already. Like, I don't know, Vindicator's not my class. I don't really feel it. It is not for speed leveling. I like Druid like way more. Even, I don't know. Vindicator is like one of those like high DPS softcore classes, but right now it's not even that high DPS. I don't know. It's maybe just like not good for local leveling. I don't know. Pretty sure Purify is my class. Yep. Let's put his ass. It's squishy. The damage is... The damage is kind of like... It could be okay if I had more points into these nodes, right? Into like Totem and these points here, right? The problem is like most of those points are gated behind like legendary items. As far as I know. So it's not really that easy for me to get them right now. I feel like Promise Strike with like a Spark Thrower is probably like the stronger way to level this. Like generally speaking. Yeah. Promise Strike and Kraken would be faster overall probably. I agree. And then like either do melee in the seal or like kite with the range to enter it.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you around.
See you around. We want fire skellies. Well, and respect to Sanger. I know it's objectively better. I don't know. I guess we can do it. We can just do it for like the last 10 levels for leveling. Like, it's just objectively it's better, right?
Come see what's left of
No, I
my
don't know.
wares. Come see what's left of my wares.
It's so boring though, but yeah, we can do it.
Let me clear your mind of regret. Farewell.
How do I proc my thingy here now? Word of Pain, I guess. Wait, I still had Word of Pain points? The fuck?
Within you.
Oh, I never put them, like, never removed them. Oops.
Farewell.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this then for now. I mean, it is objectively better at this stage of the game. Like, once you can switch over to, like, Senjure, you probably should. It's 2021 and Rector still leads. Still reads like 0.069% chance. I can grab some better gear now. No, actually I can't. Like what gear do I want to go for? Like at level 84. You mean like my legendaries from my stash? Like loose local set? Fuck that. That's boring. Blouse, pants, rings. These are the best pants up to like level 94. Gloves that are situational. They like honestly the armor doesn't matter that much. They just like need to fix my resistances. These fix my resistances, give me away DA and lightning damage on top, so I don't see really a reason why like I don't really see a reason to change them right now. Rings, they give me like XP and resistances. I mean, I could like get some like lightning damage rings, I guess. That would probably help a bit. That is correct. Everest, if I take this away, actually only poison would be a problem. If I had like a Inquisitor Amulet with like Poison Rust, then I guess I could do that. I mean, I could also like maybe use augments, right? I'm not using a single augment right now except for like the Poison Rust augments on the rings. I don't even have the Royal Exuberance. I don't even have it. I sold it. I don't think. I mean, it's good, obviously. Like I said, it's good in my like which gear to like look out for while leveling, right? It's obviously good, but I actually don't even have it. I think. Like I don't have this full set. I don't know. I should like check it out. I probably could use it. Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, let's go back. Okay, check it out. 65 are fair enough. It's squishy though. Like the thing is, if you don't have resistance, like if you lack resistances, and there's no other way to get resistances, then you die, right? So like resistances are, I mean I have it, right? I have it. Like I could use it, but like it doesn't give poison rest, so I would die if I use it right now. Like I would just die right now. However, I could like try to get poison rest and rings, right? Or just like the royal bullshit, right? I only have one ring. I sold the rest, I think. Alright, let's search for poison rest. How do you write that again? Right. Acid rest, right, acid rest. Okay, we could use this one right for acid rest. I'll just like use the stealth venom right. But I don't really want to use a stealth venom right, I want to use what's it called? Yeah, we could do those, right?
Keep an eye on us. I'll give you a good price for what we've got left.
Yeah, I mean, sorry for being kind of stubborn today, actually, when it comes to like Aura Sanger and my jewelry stuff here. I mean, this is objectively better to do, like to use, right? I just don't even like swapping around gear. I mean, okay, fire is actually fucked now. How do I get fire rest? We just have to use one of these again, I guess. And we have to use like another stealth venom again. What do I even put here? Probably Telerat.
What reason would you like for?
Yeah, what SLW said, Illuminati, that's how you reset your stuff, your blueprints.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
I mean, what am I doing? Like, I can just use some of these, right? Like, sorry, my stomach is a bit bigger.
Put it to good use.
Let's put this one here, right? Let's put some of these here, right, on local set. Like, I mean, just use augments, right? I mean, what am I doing? I don't know, like, sometimes I just wanna not use components, just to, like, prove a point to myself that haha, I was able to speed level again with all the augments and stuff like that, right? I don't know. But it's stupid, right? Like, I don't need to do that. It's just stupid. But then at the same time, I'm using clusters left and right, so it doesn't make any sense, right?
Well met.
You're right, chat. You're right, chat. I shouldn't do that. Is Ratio, thanks for the follow, welcome. I mean, I do use anti-venom salves, but I could also pull stuff here, right? Let's go back to this crossing again. Check Doctor. Yeah, Chad is actually doctoring me right now.
Let me clear your mind of regret.
Let's pull the point here, here,
Stay
and
strong.
that's probably it.
What troubles
And
you?
here. I could
sense
put this
turmoil
point actually
within
here.
you.
Right? Okay. Actually, I didn't even need to do this. Like, these notes here, I'm gonna probably put the pawns back here anyway. The next couple of pawns here. Next couple of levels. Oh well. What happened to fire skeletons? Smile. They're still alive. We're gonna play fire skeletons on the weekend, probably. If I'm not playing this build. I don't know, do you guys wanna see fire skeletons or this build on the weekend? On Saturday, probably. Yeah, I thought so, that's fine. You can spam ask like that if I don't read your messages. Also welcome in, Eureka. Welcome. You brought it here for like 2 hours, but I just saw your name the first time. Yeah, Dex Max Sex, welcome on. Depends if you have time to play the game after doctoring like 20 grimtools. Yeah, I guess so. Should we do like a grimtools only stream on Saturday? I don't know. Grimtools only, not even start the game. Fire skeletons. You wanna see some more fire skeletons? I could also like wait with those build until next patch, to be honest. Maybe there's like something more exciting than like electrocute rocket jacks to do the next patch, right? We never know, so I should maybe just like wait for next patch for this guy. Make it as expensive as VIP, like go through the whole day. By the way, I'm not even kidding when I say that probably the petrification of the eyes of Korvac, from the Korvac devotion proc, has saved me like so many times already on this character. Like, this character has been close to death so many. Fuck! Oh my god! What did I cluster that? Place on the rest of the day. What is this? I was literally about to say that the eyes of Korvac like saved me so much here, and then I clustered at the very next second. Because the eyes of Korvac didn't petrify that one boss. I mean, that one. It wasn't even a boss, like it was a trash mob, right? Imagine clustering to a trash mob. Wow. What am I doing today? Yeah, I need more clusters, right? What is this level like, dude? Okay, let's go back and get a cluster, at least one, or like two. You just hear for the music. Don't care about grimtools or playing the game. Oh well. This game is fun, yeah. This game is very good. Britos, if you like ARPGs, if you like complex ARPGs, or also like a little bit slower ARPGs. If you like complex ARPGs like Path of Exile, but maybe not as complex, or not as hard to get into. Or also if you like RPGs like Titan Quest, Diablo 2, then you will probably enjoy this game a lot. It is in my opinion the best single player RPG right now on the market. Multiplayer is kinda not that great. I mean, you can play multiplayer with like friends who have the game as well, like co-op, right? I mean, but like multiplayer is mostly about like you playing with your friends, or like you playing with people that you know online or offline to like play with, right? It's like joining random games and like playing with other people that you don't know is not really a thing in this game. I mean, there are maybe some lobbies, but there are no servers on this game, so all the games are locally hosted, even the multiplayer ones. Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind that, then that's perfect. Thanks, Lucas. And yeah, Circle of Life also mentioned that actually, or like pointed that out as well. That I should probably also put my classes onto the bar and... Holy shit, I've been doing too much doctoring. Like I level like a pig, I know. I should maybe like do a rule that like I first, like if I speed level on a stream, right, I like, first speed level the character all the way to like where I want it to be, and then do all the doctoring after that, right? I don't know. It's probably the better way to do it, honestly. As classes left, I pulled some from stash. Oh yeah, also like the... Yeah, I don't like the potions in PoE that much either. Like at least like once you just like spam them, it's more like why even have potions when you just like spam them all the time, right? Might as well like make them auras instead, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oh my... What does that teleport, dude? Really? How did I like not teleport behind him? The range is so like low on these teleports. I mean, it's not the perfect endgame teleport I was saying. That's probably why. Can you put a timeout on that one? Like 30 minutes on the doctor? I mean, I could, yeah. I could also like put a max, like, I don't know, no more than 5 per stream, for example. Ah, we need to go and fetch Agram first, right? Go to Gulch. 100 bucks per doctor. Dude, imagine getting like so many euros playing Grim Dawn though, like that's not gonna happen, right?
So how good?
Blood for the Blood Lord. Yep, yep.
These are. I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Yeah, sell the clusters, right? Good idea. Sell the clusters. Best idea ever.
I wasn't sure you. I'm going to.
Alright, 7 more levels to go.
I'll skip the Legion is split on
Hopefully we're not gonna die on these 7 levels, right? Neighbors are banging again. My neighbors only like drill or they mostly drill. Is Epoch any good? I think it's lots of fun, yeah. It doesn't have the same, like, replay value compared to Grim Dawn yet, I would say personally, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna have it once it releases. I mean, you can like push, what's it called, like Arena in Arena and what's it called, Last Epoch, right? Arena and Last Epoch is basically like a mix between Crucible and Shattered Realm, right? Like it's basically like Crucible, but you have waves up to like infinity, basically, right? It's like Crucible with like infinite waves, basically. So yeah, you can invest like lots of hours there if you want to. But then again, that's not for everyone, I guess. Like that's not like the most fun thing to do ever. Like it gets pretty repetitive, I guess. Just like the Crucible and Grim Dawn. You can, however, also do like a thing called the Monolith, right? Which you kind of have to do before Arena anyway, or like at the same time around. I don't know. But I wish they would bang. I mean, they already have like 2 kids. I don't know if they need to bang anymore. I mean, they can obviously bang for other reasons, but and have some fun. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I guess I would like them to bang because I guess that would make them have more fun in life compared to like not having them, like not banging rather. Right? I don't know. But I mean, I don't care. I don't need to listen to that. Banging for other reasons is a sin. Kappa? Yeah, big Kappa. I mean, with like how many humans we are in the world right now already, it's more like banging for kids is more of a sin than like banging with, like without wanting kids, you know, to be honest. I mean, not that I don't like children, but I mean, I would like to have children as well at some point, but I don't know. My neighbors? What is not? the drill Chad. Exposes children hater? Yeah, exactly. Always exposed. The backpedaling. Just adopt. I mean, yeah, you could do that as well. Why not, right? Just adopt, right? But then again, just adopt is like... it's not as easy as you might think, right? And it's like, it's different. It's just different. Adopt, don't shop. What? Where is the entrance place game? Show it to me. There it is. Okay. Streamers against banging. What? Why would you be against banging though? Why would you be against banging, drilling, and hammering, right? You bang before marriage? I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, imagine marrying in like 2K21, right? Imagine marrying. Oh my god, wow. I mean, marrying is fine, but it shouldn't be overrated the way it's overrated by some people, I feel like. It's drilling before marriage or not. As I said, you can drill any kind of holes that you want to. I don't mind. I mean, who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? I kinda imagine totems to be more fun while leveling, to be honest. Kinda feels slow, to be honest. Like, it was fast for the first couple of hours, but now it kind of feels like I don't know, it kind of feels slowish. Yep, doc. Yikes. Docking. Oh my god, I'm back to the docking topic again. The same as fire skeletons, but lightning instead? I mean, it's like, it's basically the same, but like completely different, yeah. Basically the same build, but like everything is different. Like literally everything is different, yeah. Like the classes are different, the pets are player scaled pets instead of like pet scaled pets. They're static instead of like, they're like static and then vulnerable compared to mobile and easily dying. Both use item clusters. Both use HP pots, right? I mean, yeah, true. Nah, they're like, I would say very different. Also in playstyle, they're like very different, I would say. In a way, they're both pet builds, you could say, yeah. In a way. But I would say they are very different. Wait, wasn't there like a way to get Tempest maybe? I think I was talking about this like at the end of the last stream, right? I can put the note here. Wait, why did I not put the note there and like put it into Ultos instead? What the fuck? What am I doing, chat? HP is good enough. I mean, I can still like die in 1 second basically. Like HP on local set is like a debate. My effective HP is like, I don't know, that's pretty bad. My Inquisitor Seal bigger? Nah, the seal is totally fine as it is now. Like, the last buff that like gave it, what, more duration and less cooldown is like actually a huge difference compared to before. Like, before you basically only had like 1 or maybe 2 seal active at the same time. Now you can like cover, like you can like stand here, right? Teleport over here, stand here, stand in the third one as well, right? I think it's totally fine now. It doesn't stack now. You just need to like spread it out to like cover more ground, right? That's how you play it. Or you just face tank, right? Either or. Please save Ronan. Thank you. Am I second between builds? Water trap build the other day. That was like 3 weeks ago. I mean, I put it to YouTube like the other day, but yeah. How would you help me? Got the Grim Dawn Definitive Edition. I can't open Inquisitor Creed after a quest disappeared from Fort Icon. Why what? Huh. I mean, that's weird. Which quest do you have at the right? Like, do you have the quest to... Like, did you get his pendant? Did you get the pendant of Creed? To be fair, Ashen Lake, I just like parked the characters at level 94. Like, I did the Pyromancer to 94, right? He's parked there and he's waiting for next patch. I did the Ritualist to 94, he's parked there and waiting for next patch. And I'm doing this guy, he's probably gonna be parked as well, not sure yet. And I'm gonna do a Tactician as well, like for next week. And park him there as well for next patch. Yeah, Creed goes to the sewers, but like, he shouldn't go to the sewers before you like actually go to at least Coven of 3. I mean Coven of Agdenborg, right? I can like wait, how can I check it out? I don't think I can check it out right now, but yeah, he does give you like 2 items, right? Like he gives you a pendant, which you need to open up the way to the expansion. And he gives you also like a pan, like a frying pan, which you will need later on. I mean, once you got the pendant, you basically go to like Burbage Village, right? And then you go north, like northeast, over the, like, you cross the bridge, and then you, there's like a,
Well met.
like an Aether barrier you can blow up with the pendant. And so comics 4K. Thanks for the follow with one. Should I wait to 100 to fight Celestials? I mean, you don't have to actually, but it depends more on like your gear, or like your build overall than level, I would say. You need to be at least level 94 to be like able to equip all the endgame gear, right? If you are level 94 and you have like all the gear ready, right? Then you could do him at like kill Celestus at level like 94 if you wanted to. Like, you don't really get any stronger between level 94 and 100. unless you like don't have the gear, right? If you have like best in slot gear for every single like slot already at level 94, you can do Celestials at level 94, right? But if you lack gear, then you probably need to like farm gear anyway before you even attempt them. Like level 100, as Ulvar said, is like level 100, as Ulvar said, doesn't mean anything in this game. Like level 100 is just like, yeah, congrats, you can't get any stronger via attributes and skill points, but there are like so many other ways to get stronger. So like gear, for example, is very important. How you distribute your skill points is very important as well. And what else? Oh yeah, there are also like some other like quests in the game actually that also give you skill points. The champs are ready, but is my garden full of blooms ready? Ready for what? Like, you can be level 100, right, and like have no gear, right? Like, basically be naked at level 100. If you attempt to Celestial like level 100 and you're naked, right, you're just gonna die, obviously. Like, the level, as Ulvar said, like, is pretty insignificant. Like, everything scales with your level anyway. Like, if you're level 94, right, the Celestial is gonna be level, I don't know, level 105 maybe. If you're level 100, it's gonna be level 111, for example, right? Like, the enemies scale anywhere, like, levels don't mean anything in this game. Or like, not too much, at least. At least in ultimate difficulty. Like, in ultimate difficulty, every single mob, even like the trashiest of trash mobs, right, is gonna scale with you. So you cannot outlevel anything. Wasting my Twitch money. Levels are optional. I mean, as I said, like, you need to be level 94 to be able to equip all the gear in the game. Levels after that are somewhat optional, yes. Just like resistances. Kappa. Alright, amalgamation, let's go. I think I also like wasted too much time killing trash mobs on this guy, I feel like. I'm already level 89 almost here, like only 5 more to go, right?
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Where do I put these points? I don't know. Inquisitor? Somewhere maybe? Oh yeah, DA. That's good. And then what? Slow on tether? Actually, we're about to fight Chthonians, right? So Steel Resolve should be pretty good, actually. Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah. There's some items that do require level 95, that's true. Like some specific affixes on greens do require level 95.
Two other.
The one I have come to rep.
So yeah, you're actually right. Level 95 is like the level you need to be at to like be able to equip all the items. I mean, technically you need to be like 100 for like the one or two meme items, right? I think for one meme item only. But I mean, that doesn't really matter at all, right? Never done Death Knight, nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. And Raynan played it like recently as well, right? It's a blue set build, so... Probably not as good as like the best legendary set build, but still very, very good actually. Or like a hidden meme, yeah, more like a hidden meme item. Yeah, that's the one I meant, Ulvar, the meme item. The 101 meme item. I mean, I guess you can actually use it on like a poison retail build actually. Dude, oh my god, my stomach is like so weird today. What did I eat even? Did I miss another question? I probably did, right? You come from PoE where rare items are much superior than mythicals. That thing. What are mythical? Oh my god, I'm dying. What are mythicals? PoE, like legendaries? Like the purple ones, like the uniques, basically. Like I don't really know PoE terminology that well. Did I even eat? Yes, I did. Like not on stream, but I did before the stream. I did eat some like lentils. Maybe those are, I don't know. Not that good for the stomach right now. Like, generally speaking, legendary items, like the purple ones for endgame, are like the best. However, there are some slots for some green items, like the rare ones, if you get the right affixes on them, can be even better. And there are some slots where like the green items are, even if you get like okay-ish affixes, are already better than legendaries. Like, it kind of depends on the slot, on the build. But I mean, all blues and legendaries both being uniques basically, as well as the greens, they can all be viable. And not, however, the like greens with like a white implicit. Like for example, this one, Venom Fang of Celerity Preserver. Like this appears green to you, but it's actually like a rare prefix that's like green. Preserver Butcher is like a white implicit, it doesn't do anything basically. What's my cam laggy? And the auxiliarity suffix is like a yellow suffix. That's like a green, white, yellow item, right? It only shows as green because like green is the highest rarity on those. However, this one, right, this is a Soldier's Bloodthorn Scepter of the Void. This is like a yellow, like a magic, or like a common prefix, a common suffix. But the implicit itself is like a rare one, like a monster frequent, so it's like a yellow, green, yellow, right? For example. And these items are basically always trash. You can like pick them up and sell them for good armor buds. That are basically only good for armor buds. These can be insane, like better than blues and purple, if you get like good affixes and like fits your build, obviously, right? Not necessarily always the case, but it can, as I said, like it can be better. Depends. And also they're easier to get, right? If you don't have a legendary fitting your build yet, you probably want to be using one of these items, right? Basically what I'm using right now as well. Like I'm using one of the like green implicits here, like the Global Sky Effigy here and a Sigarius' Sacred Blade. You get this one from like the global lightning casters basically. And you get Sigarius' Sacred Blade from Sigarius, who's like a boss in Act 7. So you can like basically target from these, right? Whereas most legendaries, I mean there's some legendaries you can also target farm, but most of them are random in this game, so it's up to RNG whether you get them or not. Alright, did I kill Bolvar actually or not? Chat, did I kill Bolvar? I think I did kill Bolvar like next to the shrine, right? Will they introduce even more MRs next patch? No idea. Maybe. No idea though. Probably not. Because they have added like so many actually in the last like 3 patches, I feel like. But maybe yes, we'll see. If I had to guess, I would say no, because they already like added so many, but maybe they will still add some, I don't know. We shall see, right? Are none of my greens even usable late game? Oh yeah, there's some craftable, like you can craft some yellow items. Like yellow implicits in this game don't exist, unless like at Smith, right? The items that you get are either white implicit, right, like this one, or green implicit, like this one, right? Like green base, white base, right? However, some of the craftables can be yellow, and those are actually really good, because those can basically roll with 2 affixes on top. And if at least one of those affixes is a rare one, it's basically a green item as well, like it will show as green. And they can be pretty good. I mean, sometimes if you get like a double, like green suffix, green affix, I mean green prefix, like rare prefix and green suffix combination on one of these white implicits, then it can still be sometimes good when it's like on a slot that's not as contested, such as boots or gloves or pants, right? Then it can still be okay actually to use. But other than that, I would say these are all trash. We're gonna use Last Defender set. Could be, yeah. It's one of the options for sure. I mean, probably. But I probably won't use it today because I'm not gonna get to that point today anymore. Like, I mean, I'm gonna get to 94, but I'm not gonna like deck out the character today. Arcane. 3. These arcanes have these like purple projectiles, right? You never want to get hit by these because they will nullify from all of your boss. Like they will remove you, they will remove all of your boss here. So don't get hit by these, right? It's kind of hard to see sometimes, but once you know what you're looking for, and only arcane heroes can do that. So basically, whenever you see an enemy called arcane, then you wanna be super careful, right? Just dodge it, yeah, exactly. Just don't get hit. Zero Arivaka, oh shit, I'm like, it's getting late for me as well, and I haven't, I don't know, I've been talking too much today. Arivaka, good night, man. See you around. Sleep well. See you around.
Well met.
Interesting time to live in the States and the US. Yeah, it's interesting indeed. I agree, him envy. I mean, I don't live there, but I can imagine. Just get hit for a challenge, like do a community challenge, like get hit by arcanes. I said next, TT, thanks for the follow, Workman. Hating on the US. I would never hate on the people there, but like the people there are awesome, but at least most of them are awesome. But the system is kind of, I don't know. At least parts of the system are kind of fucked, in my opinion. On the other hand, some other parts of that system do at least keep certain people in check. That would like fuck up the system even more, right? It's really not. It's really not what? Wait, what happened? It's really not fucked? Or is it really not oh, you mean like it's not... Right. I'll have to check the news later, I guess. Seems like something happened additionally to all the weird shit that's going on there. Like in addition to that, right? Monka. Monka, yes. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to like agree to disagree, right? Also, sometimes you have to like play together in one team to like trying to find a solution to the problems, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's just like some people have forgotten about that. You can barely form a government. I mean, yeah, there are like some other states where things were even more interesting, so to say. Oh, you're from Belgium? Nice. I wonder if the Bundeswehr could actually be used to have in a case like this. Wait, there's something happening right now? Oh shit. I guess I have to check. Once I'm level like 94 here. Like, what are you talking about? Don't be like, I wonder if something like that happened to Germany, then this or that would happen. Like, I don't even know what's happening in the US right now. Oh, that's happening? You mean the thing that almost happened in Germany as well? Like, that actually almost happened in Germany as well, kind of? You mean that thing? I mean, that can happen in Germany as well, right? I mean, it almost happened as well. But they actually went in more. Monkas. Wait, doesn't the US have like the best secret service in the world? Like, how can that happen? At least that's what they make us believe in. It's my chaos rest here, it's fine. Okay. Like, Zarya can be sketchy just because of her like resistance shred, and when you're like standing next to the crystals, which deal like a bunch of chaos damage, and she puts her debuff on you, then you might die to that. Other than that, she's like super easy. I mean, you can't say a certain someone who is still president right now didn't make it clear that things like that could happen, right? The NSA was literally spying on themselves. I mean, isn't that like what every secret service does though? Like, because they're always afraid of like traitors? I think they always do that, actually. Best way to level after finishing ultimate? Wait, you're not level... I mean, if you are above... I mean, below level 94, then probably should like just start farming items. Or like, I mean, either way, you should like just start farming items and like not care too much about levels. Like you would just get levels from farming items anyway. And how do you farm items? You can do either dungeons, like the roguelike dungeons, like the key dungeons, right? Or you can just like farm totems, right? That's basically all you have to do. Alright, see you around, adios, good night. Take care and see you on Saturday, I guess. Like, leveling this game is not like in PoE where you like leveling from 90 to 100 is easy peasy in this game. You don't have to worry about it. In PoE it like takes you ages, but like in this game it's, I don't know. You can like get from like 90 to 100 in like, I don't know, like an hour. Or like maybe 2 hours. That sounds pretty funny actually, him Envy. Does sound pretty Pepega. Like all the resources wasted for that basically, right? Like all the resources that were used for that, like all that stuff costs money after all, basically. Yeah, don't worry about English not being your first language. I mean, it's like my, I don't know, it's like my, what, my fourth language, kind of. So yeah, my English is kind of bad, so don't worry. What is your first? Oh, it is your first. Oh, my bad.
See anything you like?
My bad, my bad. I read that wrongly. Didn't read it correctly. Wrongly is such a Pepega word, I don't know, like wrong? Does wrongly even exist? Like, it sounds so weird, like it doesn't sound right.
I don't know what.
You just say it, it just sounds wrong, right? You don't say wrongly, you just say wrong, right? It's incorrectly. It's incorrect, yeah. Like, why do I say Lee at the end? But like, if you say something wrong, I mean, yeah, you say something wrong, right? You say something wrongly. It's kind of funny because, like, in many other languages, you would say wrongly there, like in that word, right? But English is like the same thing. Yeah, yeah, general guidelines for factions, or like for general like progression in this game. Your level does matter to a certain extent, sure, but I would say more important than levels are reputations, with like getting these reputations up to revered. And once you are honored with a faction, like the second you're honored, you like go and port to their faction vendor. Wherever it is, like that's up to you to find out, right? And buy the writ to like increase your reputation gain with the faction. And yeah, I guess if you care about making alts, or like you're playing hardcore especially, then you should like make sure to get the Mammoth faction in Act 6, right? And Mammoth, like your Mammoth resistance faction up to revered as well, to like gain access to the stashable experience spots. And also, like, once you are revered with a faction, like with any faction, you should also like buy the mandates, right? And like stash them as well, so that like your consecutive characters can start leveling with experience potions and mandates, right? Because mandates speed up your reputation gain, and experience potions speed up your like XP gain, right? I found out the other day that leveling Shadow Realm is quicker to level up than Crucible. Honestly, because of what I just said, right? Your level is somewhat important, but not as important as reputation. And you get 0 reputation in the Crucible and in the Shadow Realm, so I don't understand why people would level in either of those two. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I know many people do it, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I would say it's just the wrong way to do it, to be perfectly honest.
See what's left of my wares. See you around then.
I am told that
Because okay, I mean, cool, you're like level 100, right? You're like level 100, maybe quicker. But then what do you do? Like, you still need augments, right? And like, there's no such thing as a proper endgame build that doesn't have like augments from like factions that are revered, right? So you would still have to like grind your reputation, and if you don't do it while leveling, you will like, in the end, waste more time doing that after like leveling your levels, right? So, I don't know. It's just inefficient, in my opinion. Alright, let's go to Star Sebastian as well. We have a couple of quests here that we can hand in, right? How many hours are we on? We're barely scratching 6 hours now. I mean, we're gonna be at like 6.5 probably at level 94. Which doesn't make Totem Vindicator that fast of a level, right? And it's okay. It's not bad at all, but it's, I don't know, it's not the best. You can spam relic bounties for reputation, yeah, and like waste a bunch of materials. I don't know, like if you care about maths, you don't do that, right? Also from my experience, like leveling in SR and Crucible is only really faster when you're playing multiplayer, right? If you're playing single player, then it's kind of like slower anyway, like either way. And also most of those like SR or Crucible leveling methods only work on soft card because it does involve you dying. As far as I know it is. Maybe I'm not up to date with those methods though, because I haven't done them like, quite, like, I don't know. Last time I've done that basically was back in Forgotten Gods at some point. We're talking about like leveling methods using Crucible or Shattered Realm, which in my opinion are just bad, but I know many people do it. And I wonder why people still do it. I mean, maybe it's good for some reason that I don't see, but as far as I know, it's just bad. It can help you out like a little bit when you're like completely fresh to the game, right? And but honestly, even if you're like completely fresh to the game and you're like getting carried by some other guy in SR or Crucible, if that same guy just carried you through the main campaign, it would have been more efficient, in my opinion. Like, yeah, reputation, right? Like, you need reputation. Reputation is like more important than the actual levels, and you get 0 reputation in SR or Crucible. I know some guy when like Forgotten Gods came out, he like just went into SR and like died at SR1 or something, and like I don't know, like it was sort of like kind of like softcore strategy, and he basically got like I don't know 90 or something like that in like 30 minutes. It's like congratulations, you're like level 90, and after like 30 minutes we have like 0 reputation with anybody, right? Like he's like you still have to play through all the acts, right? To like get the reputation. I don't know. And maybe like combining that with like the merit and like only doing stuff in ultimate, like only doing ultimate stuff could be good in some way. I don't know. It still would involve you dying, which makes it not hardcore viable. Which is like fine for most people. Hey Zibalon, welcome on, man. You just hit level 100 after 30 hours. Nice, that's a good time for a for normal leveling. Congrats, man. Glad you like the guide.
Come see what's left of my wares. Iron well spent. Alright, 2 more levels to go. Do I
I can go back here to Minova first, trying to get my attribute point actually, and some XP. Alright, where can I get like XP here? I need to do like Fault Icon, right? Okay, let's go there. Yeah, that's the thing, ADOK. Grim Dawn is not meant to be played. Rather the game is designed in a way so that like mobs should always be like higher level than you. If you're... Sorry for the train. I know you might be used to other ways of like playing RPGs from like Diablo or like Path of Exile or even Last Epoch, right? Or other games, right? Like where it's like a legit strategy to like outlevel your enemies. In Grim Dawn, that's like super inefficient. Like, ideally you want enemies to always be higher level than you, otherwise it's gonna be just inefficient. And for example, like in ultimate difficulty, like in the last difficulty, that doesn't even work anymore. Like in ultimate difficulties, every single trash mob will scale with your level and will always be at least your level or higher. Like that's just how it is in Grim Dawn. It's just different compared to like Diablo 2, for example. Yeah, I'm using the Lokar set as like a leveling set. That's why he's looking like that. Like the guy in the Crucible looks he's called Lokar, right? And you can kill him and farm his items in the main campaign in like a certain hidden area, and then you get this set, right? Which you can use for leveling. It's like pretty good leveling set, yeah. Yeah, outleveling enemies only works on normal and elite difficulty. And even elite, enemies are gonna scale quite high in some areas. I mean, if it's truly faster, then I'm interested as well, but I very much doubt it being faster, to be honest. Maybe for softcore it could work, but even then you have like the reputation problem, right? For hardcore, I don't think there's anything faster than what I'm doing right now, basically. I mean, you can do the same thing that I'm doing right now, just like more efficient, but I don't think the strategy overall is going to be like different from this. This build could use an illusionist, I guess so, yeah. You get set items, you're level 90 and you never got any. I mean, you need to first of all be on ultimate difficulty, because farming in anything but ultimate is you will get lower drop chances, right? The only like way to farm in non-ultimate is like to do SR on elite. That's okay to do. But other than that, you basically only want to farm an ultimate in this game. The best way to farm random legendaries, such as also set items, would be to like spam totems probably. It's like the easiest one to do, the easiest way to do it. Bleeding Trickster, leveling as Shaman. I would probably level up Bleeding Trickster as... I mean, yeah, you started with the Whirling Swarm, right? if you're like normal leveling, right? If you're speed leveling, you can like go straight for like Circle of Slaughter, right? Like Ring of Steel, Circle of Slaughter. And maybe even Grasping Vines, right? SF, yeah, then you start with the Devouring Swarm, right? And then after Devouring Swarm, you could add the Grasping Vines on top, or you just like go for Nightblade and you go for probably Phantasmal Blades early, actually. Yeah, like Devouring Swarm to Phantasmal Blades is like the highest DPS, I think, early game. No, PB is insane early game actually, so as well. Like PB is good single target damage. Like you have Devouring Swarm for, I mean, yeah, Nightblade is not good. Like you basically go Shaman up to like level 10. At level 10 you choose Nightblade to get, ideally you save like points to even get Shadow Strike. But you can get away like not doing that and just like investing into PB, like Phantasmal Blades first, right? And then after that you probably want to go for Ring of Steel and Ring of Slaughter, or you like grab what's called like Grasping Vines, right? You also watch the speedrun? Yeah. Like PB and Devouring Swarm is basically like the speedrun strat for Grim Dawn, for like the Nether Grim Dawn. It's like the fastest way to kill certain bosses, right, in the game. Like solo stuff on at least. AR hard to gear. I mean, it depends which kind of AR. AR is like okay to gear, I would say. I would recommend it as like probably like the second easiest way to gear an Arcanist. Apart from like, I mean, Frozen Scarshot is probably like the easiest way, and then second easiest is like AR actually. No, my Nightblade guide is fine. I also like my Nightblade guide is it's about like playing a dual wield Nightblade, right? It's not about playing a Phantasmal Blades caster Nightblade. And also like the thing about Phantasmal Blades is it's very good like early on for like early levels, but it falls off like very soon again. So like the guide I made on YouTube is it's supposed to be for a build that you play all the way from like the 1 to 94, right? And it highlights around about like the first 50 levels of that, and then also shows later levels as well, just doesn't like highlight those as much. For like an overall like level 1 to 100 experience, my leveling, like my Nightblade leveling guide is totally fine, like totally up to date, I would say. Especially when you like want to play dual wield melee, right? Like specifically for dual wield melee. If you want to like, play a caster, you play it a little bit differently. And the thing that I just said about Phantasmal Blades, that's I mean, that's like the fastest thing if you want to like speed run, right? If you want to speed run. Speed run means that you kill a certain boss as fast as possible. You don't care about your level, right? The speed runs generally, like for example, involve killing Logorian like below level 30, or like killing Theoden below level 35, something like that. So you won't ever get to endgame, right? It's just about killing that one boss as fast as possible. And for that strategy, Phantasmal Blades is really good. And you always only take 1 point Shadow Strike, yes. If you do Phantasmal Blades speed running, or you do like speed leveling, I would either way only put 1 point into the Shadow Strike. You can put more points into Shadow Strike after maxing out stuff like Lethal Assault or Pneumatic Burst. Then you can put more points into Shadow Strike if you have items that support Shadow Strike, like Rift Claw Slices, right? If you're playing Acid Poison, then you could do that as well. But generally speaking, I would only like 1 point Shadow Strike. Talking about endgame, yeah, like min-maxing, that's actually kind of true. Like, making a decent beginner AR build is kind of easy. Min-maxing it properly is not that easy. Yeah, that's actually true. But I mean, that's kind of true for like any build, right? But I agree, there are like some of the builds that are easier to min-max than Aether A in general. Shadow Strike is just a movement skill after all. I mean, it also can be used for damage, and it can be like very good for damage actually. But yeah, it needs item support. Storm Herald Farmer. I mean, honestly, for anything main campaign, I'll just like play a Nightblade or a like Vara Smite Templar, right? Like a Skater or a Nightblade. Or like in my opinion, like the fastest like generic main campaign stuff farmers. Right? What damage type? Doesn't matter. Like 90% of your time that you need to like farm Storm Herald is like you walking there, right? It's not about you killing it. Like the kill speed doesn't even matter as much as like walking there matters, right? Yeah, like that's also like why, I mean, Vire Smite doesn't have the best killing speed, it's just about mobility, right? Never used Tree of Life in your life? Oh boy, you need some more trees in your life then. Maybe play like a pet build with Tree of Life, but I think you never play pets, right? Did you play pets? At all? Arcane? I think you played pretty much everything but pets, if I recall correctly. Tree of Life is, in my opinion, basically a pet devotion. Unless you wanna play like a half regen meme build. Right? I mean, half regen builds aren't even meme builds, to be honest, but like, some of them are pretty legit. But yeah, apart from half regen builds, Tree of Life is basically a pet devotion. You've played Blade Spirits and Guardians of Empyrean? Like, I mean, like true pets, not player scale pets. Like, like that doesn't count. I don't think I wanna do the quest down there actually. I don't wanna fight Makadar, right? Makadar is kinda monka. It does count in your eyes. But like player scale pets don't need healing, they don't die, right? They can't die, they're invulnerable. Like you need Tree of Love actually on pet builds to like keep pets alive sometimes. Like some pet builds use it to like keep pets alive, right? That's why it's so good. Because it's actually AoE healing, and I mean, Tree of Life is also good in multiplayer, right? Because it does heal both yourself and your allies, so it's like a multiplayer and pet devotion basically. No, my XP pot. I actually don't have another XP pot right now on me. What do I do, guys? I'm level like 93 3/4. I don't need an XP pot right now, right? Would be a waste of XP pot here. Yeah, for example, Conjurer Pets is when you can use Tree of Blood mostly, I guess. Pillager Seal does give health regen. Wait, does it actually? It does actually. What? Still alive? Yeah, I'm still not level 94, that's why. We're not stopping the stream before level 94, right? So. Shebreaker Skaters ideal. Wait for... what are you talking about? I mean, you don't want to play Paladin, right? You don't want to like play... Wait, are you talking about Inquisitor Seal health regen for a skater build? Why would you ever like use Inquisitor Seal on a skater there? Like, that's... I don't know. Not that great, right? Which is why I don't really like Paladin skaters that much either. He needs to walk over 80 ground? Oh. Oh, that's the issue? I mean, just use a pot, right? Or like... use a cluster for every round, right? Like every time you go there, you use a cluster. Nah, but like heavy health regen builds are pretty good for that actually. Like you can do Avenger of Water, right? Avenger of Water, Avenger Archon. What else can you do? You can do oh yeah, like Pyron builds, right? Like I guess yeah, like Pyron Shebreaker, right? Should be good. Like Mortar Trap, Pyron Shebreaker is probably good for that actually. Which is probably what you suggested him, but I didn't read your chat, so... Give half of the seals absorbed Horn of Gander to fix Inquisitor. I don't know about that. I think Horn of Gander is like way too strong. I mean, not way too strong, but it's like strong enough, right? Should be strong enough. Where's Might Shebreaker? Yeah, you could do that, yes. Certainly.
Good work. We cannot.
Good work. Alright, 94 after 6 hours 21. Yeah, as I said, like not the fastest. Totems are, after all, stationary, and you kind of need like 4 totems to like get your DPS like where it should be, right? And you can't do that like while running around that easily. It's good against bosses, but like against non-bosses it kind of struggles a bit, I feel like. Even against bosses it was like worse than I thought it was gonna be. Oh well, either way, thank you so much everybody for watching on YouTube as well. And yeah, stay tuned for whatever's gonna happen to this Vindicator on probably the next match. Thank you for watching and see you around.